with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kip. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
6 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The tackle by Eric Armstead. 2nd down and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
From the gun, it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, Lance. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
The score, Niners 13, Dolphins 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line,
and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's the score, Niners 20, Dolphins 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And his pass incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Dolphins 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action, now it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Play action, now it's Tua. Dancing to his left. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gaudin. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to be 49er football. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
on second down. It's Harris. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
27, Dolphins 24.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Niners 34, Dolphins 31.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DJ Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd and 15.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They hand this off to Harris. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try to run with Harris. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Niners 41, Dolphins 31.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 38.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Here's Harris. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake. Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. He's got Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Tua to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. Buying time to his left. It fights him off. He's airing it out for Williams. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Lance. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Lance again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
That's right. We can't be stopped. Time to go to work. Let's go.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a first throw here in overtime. He gets it complete to Harris. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Off of play action, here's Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And it's 3rd down.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Mostert, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They hand it off to Mostert. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Tagovailoa. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.